Chapter 2. The Collapse. Naomi forced herself to keep going, her body moving, her mind suspended in the last moment she saw her family. Her mother, her father, Marcus, Elijah. The memory of their fall seared into her vision, the terror on their faces, the way her mother had reached for her as the floor crumbled beneath them. She would never breathe the same air as them again. The thought slammed into her, gutting through Naomi's heart. She stumbled as her foot caught against the broken sidewalk. Without missing a beat, Brett steadied her as they ran. Brett tugged her arm, nudging her to continue. Her ears rang from the mayhem unfolding around them. The streets were in shambles, buildings leaning at dangerous angles, the smoke dense, making it hard to see. People ran, their anguished voices screaming for themselves and loved ones who would never answer. Somewhere behind them, the remains of the restaurant collapsed. Naomi couldn't bring herself to watch the last place she'd seen, her family lively, sink into the ground. Her foot sank into a hole. A startled grunt escaped her lips as she fell to her knees. A stream of blood trailed down her palms from the impact. Naomi's body shook as another tremor roared deep in the ground.
"This isn't real,"
she whispered. Her mother's voice rang out with joy, telling her how happy she was for Naomi. Her father's laughter echoing across the table. Her brothers bickering about who would give the most embarrassing wedding toast. Now, their voices were silent. A hollow sob clawed its way out of her throat. Brett crouched beside her.
"Naomi,"
he began. Naomi jerked away from him. She didn't want to be touched by him. She was hanging on by a thread. More than half of her world was now buried beneath concrete and steel. Her lungs clenched as each breath came as shallow gasps. The grief weighted deep in her chest, threatening to suffocate her. Brett cursed under his breath.
"Shit. Naomi, you're having a panic attack."
The earth shifted again, causing more smoke to rise. The air was growing thin, the world becoming dull. It took all of Naomi to not pass out. Brett's hand gripped her chin, forcing her to look at him. His blue eyes locked into her deep brown ones.
"Breathe."
His gaze steadied her as she drew in a deep breath.
"One breath at a time.
He inhaled with her.
I promise. We'll find them. Once it's safe."
Calmer, Naomi nodded. Her chest rose as more air entered her lungs. Brett stood, pulling her up with him. Naomi turned with him, taking in the pandemonium. The wreckage before them seemed endless. Fires burned in the distance. Sirens wailed through the air. People stumbling with each quake. Some bloodied, others climbing over debris and still bodies. All, like them, looking for a way out of this disaster. Brett's grip in Naomi's hand tightened. She could feel the distress radiating off of him.
"We need to find Celeste,"
he said.
"She was ahead of us when the building started to go."
Celeste. Naomi swallowed hard. Her best friend, the only other person who had made it out alive. Thankfully, they spotted her several minutes later, standing at an intersection where the street had split open. She looked shaken, covered in streaks of ash. The moment she saw them, her eyes widened with relief.
"Oh my God!"
Her voice cracked.
"You made it!"
They ran to each other, both sobbing with joys of relief. Celeste was a little bruised with one blooming on her arm.
"Are you hurt?"
Naomi asked, gently holding her arm.
"A few guys bumped into me earlier. It'll be a good prop for my live stream later."
Celeste smiled as Naomi shook her head.
"About your family?"
Naomi buried her face in Celeste's shoulder, her body racked with silent sobs. Celeste rubbed her back, her voice soothing.
I'm here, Naomi. I've got you."
Brett stood beside them, his expression worried. The ground beneath them trembling with an unsettling rumble. He reached for Naomi's hand as he scanned the destruction.
"We have to get out of this part of the city."
He drew a shaky breath in, his other hand holding his side. Naomi released Celeste.
Aftershocks.
Brett nodded. Through the haze, Naomi could see a whisper of an outline in the distance.
The Noble Bridge isn't far from here.
She pointed to the north of them. Brett squeezed her hand.
Let's go.
Naomi exhaled slowly, focusing on their plan as the three ran.